Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Young Wolfo and this is my first ever YouTube video. I have been inspired by the release of the recent 1.7 update for Minecraft, which included amongst other things the amazing pistons. Now I've put pistons to good use in this little area of grass here. Looks perfectly inconspicuous, perfectly natural piece of Minecraft terrain, but cleverly concealed behind a block of dirt over here I have a switch. Now this switch does something pretty cool when pulled. Here we go. Look at that. An amazing entrance to my underground lair. How super villain is that? What happens here is, got two arrays of pistons which pull the dirt down, off to the side, and then another set of pistons pushes the stairs out, and all of this is perfectly synchronized to work with the one switch, which is harder than it sounds. It took me 3 days to figure out the circuitry and timing. Cool thing is this doesn't require a reset. Switch acts as a perfect toggle. Now after watching some other YouTube videos, I set this up using a thing called a XOR gate. Now I'm not an expert with circuitry, but as I understand it, a XOR gate will take two inputs and use them to toggle between one output, which means that I can have two switches, and it doesn't matter whether they're on or off. Either one, if I flick it, my amazing little entrance will be toggled on or off, regardless of which state the switches are in. And for anyone that wants to know how this is built, just go through here and show you all the mechanism. What we've got in here is 3 arrays of pistons, and each one's got a very specific task. 2 of the arrays pretty much do the same thing. They're the ones that run at the sides, and their job is, well, maybe easier to show you from out there. The job of the first 2 arrays is to pull this block of dirt from this area down one and then off to the side. There's another array of pistons on this side that does the same thing. Pulls the blocks down, pulls them off to the side, opens up this big gap. Now the third array of pistons' job is to push these stairs out, and that was the hard part. Really not the easiest of things to figure out. So now that you've seen it working, time to destroy it. I find it's best to demonstrate things when you can see the inner workings. The stairs are always a pain in the butt to destroy, but thankfully I only need to destroy the top blocks to show you how this all works. So, as you can see, I have an array of pistons on this side and on this side. Now these pistons are arranged in sort of an L shape. You've got one row of pistons here, there's another row behind this row that are the same orientation as these top ones, and then you've got a row of pistons that are facing upwards. Now these pistons, the array of 8 ones running here, are controlled by these redstone torches. Something I've realised when I was playing about with them is that if you have a stack of 2 pistons, they can be controlled by 1 redstone torch on the top level, which is kind of cool because it means it's much easier to wire up a set of pistons like this to run. You only have to have 4 redstone torches to control 8 pistons. Now, the first problem I had with designing this was these pistons. How could I design it so that they could only fire when they were out in the middle? The way I did that was, underneath here, I put a platform that's covered in redstone torches that are turned on at the same time as these pistons are activated. So that piston's activated, that turns on. This this piston is fired out to here, and then when it's over the redstone torch, is activated. And that's how these blocks of dirt are never pushed out of the way, because these pistons don't have a power source when they're over to the side. So these 2 are both the same on each side. That was the easy part, designing those. The next hardest part was designing the stairs. Now, I don't know if anyone's played with pistons, but a piston cannot pull or push another piston that is already extended. So, if you want to have a piston pushing another piston, you have to do it in sequence. Has to go fire it there, then that one, then has to come back, then that one. Now, I can just show you here. The only way I could do it is with this redstone torch. Weird glitch, keep falling through the floor. Yeah, so, I'll just show you here. What's happening there? Damn it. Go back up and show you. What is happening there is, first of all, a signal is sent from downstairs using redstone torches to fire up that pillar. They go straight into here. There's a small delay, that's just to make it time properly with the rest of the circuit. So first of all, this piston is fired off, which pushes another piston above these redstone torches. Oh, creepy dungeon noise. The redstone torches down under here. So these two pistons sit here unactivated, are fired out and are activated by those redstone torches, which in turn fires out a set of stairs that it's attached to. Now, the first problem I had is that when this piston retracted, it drew the stairs back to that block. Then this piston retracted, sucking in this one, but it didn't draw the stairs in. It seems that the piston can only attach to things when it's powering itself. When you move a piston with another piston, it doesn't draw anything that it's stuck to. So when this piston here comes back to this position, I had to make it fire out again to draw the stairs back. I'll show you so you can see it again. So turn it off, and hope you saw that. Damn it! I need to get myself a switch. I did not prepare myself sufficiently for this video. So the way I did that was I put a couple of repeaters here and a circuit that leads to this redstone torch. Now this redstone torch controls, as I said, the one that's adjacent to it and the one below. The cool thing is that I put a delay on this torch so that when this turns off 3 ticks of the circuit later than this does. So that means that this redstone torch and this one retain their power for 3 ticks longer than anything else. So when this piston is pulled back, it then activates again, grabs the steps and pulls them back. And that's how you can get it to behave in the way you want. Now hopefully everyone can see how I've built this circuit. I'm hoping you'll be able to copy this if you want to. Once you have the design, it's not that hard. Ignore all this redstone, that's for the other array. Hopefully this makes sense after my explanation. So, we get to the really difficult part, which was timing it all right. The control circuit, which is down this way. Down here, I'll not go into the details of how to build a XOR gate, but this is one here. Has 2 inputs, they can be on or off, doesn't matter. And whatever, if the state of one of those 2 inputs changes, the output state changes, so it toggles between the off and on state. So this is the switch that controls it. Now originally I had to have 2 circuits, that's why there's another XOR gate over there. That used to be that one controlled the stairs and one controlled the hatch. Now it kind of sucked having to have 4 switches to control this whole thing, and if I got it wrong, if I pressed the wrong switch out of order, or if I pressed them too close together, the pistons would end up pushing each other out of alignment and destroying the rig. So I designed this little circuit. Now I realised that the only safety precaution I had to take was to make sure that the stairs were always retracted unless it was guaranteed that the hatch was open. So I designed it to be that the stairs are out when they're powered off. If any power enters the circuit, the stairs retract. And the hatch can only be out when it's powered on. I designed the circuit so that the power would flow through here and through here into the stairs from the hatch. So when you turn on the hatch, the stairs retract. Now there's 2 circuits here, one with a 6-tick delay and one with no delay. The reason for that is when you want to close the hatch, the power to the hatch is taken away, which means that the stairs could potentially be fired off at that point. So I made sure there's a 6-tick delay, which gives 6 ticks for the hatch to retract, which is plenty of time for the stairs to wait. once that power runs its course, that'll turn dark and the stairs will extend. So that means that no matter what, when the hatch is retracted, it's going to take 6 ticks before the stairs come out. But in the opposite direction, I had to make sure that when the hatch was put out, I had to be able to get the stairs out of the way right away. I couldn't have a 6-second delay. So I built another part of the circuit which just sends it instantly through there. So there's no delay at all that way. So again, hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, the end result is pretty cool. Really pleased with it. I've never seen anything like that on YouTube. If you like my creation, then like my video. Favourite it, do whatever the hell you want. Open to criticism as well. Good luck building your own rig.